Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nina Fakir binti Cik Manasir. Match number B0C1710132. Thank you to my supervisor, Madam Ganaga, and panel Prof. Madia, Dr. Saiful Rizal binti Abdul Hamid. My topic is the effectiveness of QR code in payment method of consumer. QR code or quick response has been widespread in the environment, marketing, and advertising in conjunction with the explosive growth in smartphone penetration. QR code payment service has characterized by spread convenience and security are preferred and widely accepted technological innovation. QR code can attract customers much better than traditional print ads. What's problem is research and QR code have indirect drawback to requiring a smartphone or tablet with camera is the use do not have to appropriate on software to scan the QR code as having to a smartphone alone do not mean access to information included. Other problem is research is QR code become increased popular, but you still can distinguish between QR code from started and unreliable sources because consumers difficultly assessing the reliability of the academic URL. Okay, for research question is firstly is what impact on the consumer experience have on the effectiveness of QR code payment method. Second is what factor influence the effectiveness of use through consumer experience of QR code payment method, and last what factor influence enhance consumer perception when use QR code payment method. For research objective is firstly to analyze the impact of the consumer experience affecting the effectiveness of the QR code payment method process, and second is factor affecting the effectiveness of QR code payment method through consumer experience, and last question research question is benefit and challenge of QR code payment method for consumer. Literature review with first is IV is consumer adoption of mobile payment is technology acceptance of new technological innovation regarding consumer behaviors and intention to adopt the technology. For construct DV is first mobile accessing to knowledge of resources capability mobile payment service providers and mobile strategy. Second is facilitating condition is a positive impact on the adoption of mobile payment, and last is preserved convenience is simplify produce make payment transaction easy and preferable. Our hypothesis is the hypothesis is derived from the theory and function of the hypothesis to test the relationship between variables. Hypothesis statement consists of non-hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. For example, is hypothesis is risk perceive positive and negative impact on consumer intention of to use mobile payment, and social and hypothesis is and the second hypothesis is social influence positive and negative impact on consumer intention to use mobile payment. for process research methodology is this part look at various research methodology and research method commonly used in the fight of information system, and the method of data collection and data analysis is actually explained and justification is given as to why particular research method was chosen, and research method is combined with a theory-based method of analyze to achieve data document accessible through the internet. For research design is this research use a qualitative method to obtain statistical result from respondent. And then descriptive research design is because the court obtain some previous research information would report the result of this study and to observe and explain behavior without interrogating to relationship between variable of cause and causes and effect, and this research help to understand a more complex situation or problem. For methodology choice is popular method based on qualitative data, include questionnaire and statistical record of organization. For data sources is device information and data from the sources used as primary and secondary data. For primary data, execution is usually of a better quality than that of secondary data implementation. For because secondary data involves first is summary, aggregation or synthesis of existing and no primary data when data is collected from the subject of the study or experiment. For scope and sample, we select only a few or on the internal population to obtain more accurate data. This can be measured by a review of the daily lifestyle. For location of research is this research in the Melaka Tengah area of Melaka. For research strategy is to use specific data collection method to support agreement. For example is collect data with questionnaire design, because the most important part of the review process in the creation of question that accurately measure public opinion, experience and behavior. And and second this to pilot test. The pilot test was also conducted to determine the time if to for the respondent to complete the questionnaire to gather information to assess the respondent understanding of the meaning of the question and to improve the quality efficiency of the research process. The analysis method is data collected are recorded and included in the analysis to get a deeper knowledge the data and exported to SPSS. SPSS is Statistical Product and Service Solution. So this part we to part first is descriptive analysis, because to the analysis of complete data on or summarize numerical data, because descriptive analysis was used to describe the target demographic of respondent using frequency and percent. 4% correlation analysis is sample correlation that measure that strength and direction to a linear relationship between pair of continuous variable. Variability is a success and an instrument in measuring to construct and develop for measuring. The conclusion is this project has success on one of its objective, which is impact of the consumer experience affecting the effectiveness of QR code payment method, because QR code monetary system is very important in today's payment system. And this is a common project activity. Then you can see PS1 or PS1. We have a no choice that we have built all the tasks, everything is submitted according to the plan, so it should be okay. So thank you for me.